We're taking live pictures of Chardon right now. Storm clouds over the Chardon community parted this afternoon, replaced by bright sunshine. A symbolic reminder to the close-knit small Geauga County community that the darkness of pain and grief will eventually be replaced by warmth and healing. Our coverage of the tragedy in Chardon continues now at 5:30. The family of one of the victims talked with the news media about their son.
The parents of Danny Parmertor talked about their terrible loss, but also how Danny will be remembered.
Danny was a very funny, outgoing, lovable kid. And I'm really just not saying that because I'm his father. But he really was, and he did touch a lot of people's hearts. He didn't have a mean bone in his body. He really didn't. And he never yelled back at anybody or anything like that. He was very respectful. And he was
just very mellow, but funny, and the jokester, and nothing bothered him. He just had fun with his friends and his family, his cousins. He was just the best son.
He made fun of us because he was always taller than us. Doing this, you know. I laughed, you know.
Just a great boy, good boy, good boy. Nobody, you couldn't meet him or know him and not like him. I don't know how you could not like him. You couldn't find a way. We love him. We love him.
What you're looking at is some home video that the Parmertors shared with us of Danny, a typical teenager with his headphones on, listening to his favorite music. And Danita, how these three kids lost their lives is something we'll all continue to deal with. But what their parents want us to know is how wonderful these young people were.
And the struggle to return to normal in Chardon is started today. Kristen Severance with our partners at the Ohio News Network was there today as the staff returned to the high school for the first time since Monday.
It's the first day back for teachers, and grief counselors are inside to try to help staff members deal with such an emotional day. I heard one staff member walking out of the building saying it was so hard to be there, to walk in and to see the books and papers still on the floor from the shooting Monday. You can see a vigil made here at the high school sign. And as teachers arrived to the building this morning, they were greeted by a family of three, the Griffiths family. They made homemade signs. One said "one heartbeat." The other said "thank you." Courtney Griffiths is a student here. She was there when the shootings happened on Monday. Her brother graduated last year. Her mother said they had to be here to show their support for the teachers.
Because they did much more for us than we're doing here today for them. They took care of our kids as much as they could. So this is a very small thing that we can do to show that we really appreciate them.
Tomorrow, students and their parents are invited to come to the school together to walk the halls and become more comfortable. Friday, they plan to start school normal time, students only. On scene in Chardon, Kristen Severance, the Ohio News Network.
And we will be there as students and teachers return to the high school tomorrow. We're committed to bringing you all the latest developments from Chardon. We'll also bring you new information expected tomorrow on the suspected gunman T.J. Lane. Prosecutors have until tomorrow to file official charges. And Newsnet5.com is the place to find all the stories, pictures, and videos from this tragedy over the last few days.